My name is Justin, and this is Ryan, and he's my right-hand man, and my sidekick. And we're in a band together. Not that kind of band! The kind of band that has performed thousands of shows all over the world, including 3,000 shows on the Las Vegas Strip. What are you doing? Not that kind of Vegas, this kind of Vegas. Now we turn our attention to doing good in the world, spreading our love, and inspiring others. So, welcome to our world of chaos
and kindness.
You were late. Sorry. On this episode of Chaos and Kindness, we celebrate the life and legacy of our never-forgotten friend, Roy Small.
Happy birthday, Roy!
Family, friends, and fans come together as we throw him an incredible birthday parade, and then, after months of careful construction, we finally reveal Roy's life-size statue and place it right outside the place he loved to be more than anywhere else. This is Roy, a wonderful, delightful old man who wandered into our store one day and hasn't left our hearts ever since. In just 6 months, he became our best friend, our lead singer, and the face of a million incredible memories. He became the bright light in many of our lives, always making us laugh, giving us hugs, and reminding us how valuable the simple things in life can be. Even after his recent passing, you can still feel his energy every time you pass the Chaos and Kindness store where he loved to be more than anywhere else. With Roy's birthday approaching, we knew there was no better place to host a celebration of his life than right here outside the store. Roy touched the lives of so many of our fans, so it only seemed fitting that we invite those fans to celebrate Roy's birthday outside the Chaos and Kindness store. In normal times, we would love to have a celebration for Roy and have a party and bring people together, but during the COVID-19 experience that all of us are going through, we had to do it safely and be creative, so a parade it was.
It's amazing how many people in this community have just fallen in love with Roy.
Happy birthday, Roy! We love you!
Happy birthday, Roy!
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 We recognize fans that had driven from out of state just to show their love and wave as they drove by.
Even though we couldn't spend today with Roy, you look around and you could just feel the love. People were blasting his favorite music, singing. Everyone had their vehicles decorated with flowers, balloons, writing on their windows, all sorts of stuff.
These weren't just vehicles driving by. These are representations of everybody's story and encounter and experience with the great Roy Small. One of my favorite memories is when we presented Roy with his first ever official Roy Chaos and Kindness shirt. We have something for you.
What?
And I'll never forget that smile he had on his face. Little did we know, and little did Roy know, how much people really loved him. So this shirt would be first of many to come.
Anyone who knew Roy knew that he had a pretty intense love for candy, particularly M&Ms.
You like M&Ms? Yo, Roy, what is this?
Whenever we had them in our candy bin inside the Chaos and Kindness store, he would always take some. And sometimes he would take a little more than he was supposed to.
In return for the candy and gifts that people were handing us, we had some gifts of our own to give to them.
Even though this was a nice way to celebrate Roy's birthday, you could tell by looking around that there were still some people who were healing from his loss. His daughter Karen, who was there with us today, was so incredible with Roy. She was always right by his side, taking care of him and helping him with anything he ever needed.
We were all here together as a community to show our love and support in any way that we could. We knew if Roy was with us here today, he'd want us laughing, having fun, and most importantly, collecting candy.
Let's just say thank you guys today for coming to hang out. Celebrate Roy's birthday.
Thank you guys.
Let's fill those bittersweet events because we haven't had a chance to really, celebrate Roy's life since he passed away with all this craziness in the world. So, of course, it's great to have Karen, his daughter, here. And
Where's Karen? Which one's Karen?
Karen, his daughter's right there. And tonight we're going to have a birthday dinner and birthday cake for Roy. And, but most important, and then we think about 3 weeks from now that Roy bronze statue is going to arrive. So we're excited about that. And our store opens back up next Friday. So you guys just continue to stay safe, and hopefully we can get back to some normalcy. But thank you guys for coming out there. It really means a lot, really.
All right, we're gonna sing happy birthday to Roy. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Roy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Roy. Miss you, buddy.
Since Roy basically became a resident of the Chaos and Kindness store, we thought it would only be fitting that we create an area dedicated just to Roy so the fans could show their memories, their experiences with the rest of the world. We've been collecting signs and banners made by fans who attended the shows he played with us. Things people mailed to Roy and used them to decorate the walls to make people feel completely surrounded by his energy. You can also find Roy's favorite couch here, where he used to relax and take naps, his beloved vintage guitars that he used on stage with us, his famous Tommy Hilfiger jacket, and that flappy hat. But for someone as special as Roy was, even that wasn't enough. We wanted to immortalize him forever, so that's what we did. Coming up after the break, we recall some of our most beloved memories of Roy live on stage.
I'm so thankful to have him in my life.
Then we commemorate his life the best way we know how, a life-size bronze statue that will live on forever.
I'm ready.
It seems like a dream now, but every night we had Roy up on stage with us, singing, smiling, doing something he thought he would never have the chance to do again. From this day forth, we've committed to keeping Roy in all of our performances, even if it's just a little bit to keep his memory alive. This is a part of the show that we've been really looking forward to. We get to tell some great stories about our good friend Roy. So Roy was a gentleman that we met about 10 months ago. Feels like we hung out forever with that man. We did so much with him. He was an elderly man. He lived a couple miles or a couple blocks from our Chaos and Kindness store in Laconia, New Hampshire. Roy would visit this store every day, and long story short, we just befriended this man. Roy was such a beacon of light for me, because I've often shared my struggles with anxiety and the difficulty living in what I consider like a fishbowl. When you have fame and people know who you are, you're kind of at the mercy of a huge amount of judgment of other people, good, bad, or indifferent. And Roy had this beautiful sense of care about him, this empathetic natural ability, this gravitational pull, if you will, that was just so endearing and so welcoming that from the moment I met him, I was just enamored, and I wanted to meet more of him, learn more of him, spend more time with him. It kind of sucks because we had gotten Roy to a point where we felt like Roy was going to be our band for years to come. I still felt like that Roy had years left in his life to live. And of course, tragic accident, took him too soon. And this is the first time we have performed a live show since the passing of Roy a couple months ago.
I remember one moment when we were at our house. It was after that night you went in the jacuzzi. I'm sure you're going to share that one at some point. But he was sitting at our kitchen table, and up until that point, we hadn't really heard him sing too much. He just kind of would go doot, 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 this cute little doot, doot he always did in the store. But that night, we cranked up that song that we just played. We played Pretty Woman for him in our kitchen. And I looked over at him, and he was, instead of going doot, 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 he was going doo, 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 doo. And I remember thinking, like, he's in there. You know, like even though he had a stroke, he's still experiencing this moment with us. And when we had that moment, when he finally started to sing Pretty Woman, I just thought that was so incredible. I remember getting goosebumps and just turning the music down a little bit. And he sang so loud, and you could hear every syllable. He wasn't saying the words correctly, but he was trying his very best. And I feel like that was his way of communicating that he wanted us to help him. He wanted us to bring him on stage and give him a chance to live again, because I don't think he would have gotten that opportunity otherwise. And that was just a really cool moment for me.
There was one particular day where I got some bad news about my mother that week. Me and Justin went to the store. I think it was like a Saturday afternoon, and there was actually no one there at the time. And me and Roy danced for like 3 straight songs with kids. That moment right now, I have chills right now. It was just such a good feeling and got me out of the zone that I was in for the day because of the news that I received that week. And that's just what he did. He just put you in a better mood, put you in a better place that day, and I'm so thankful to have him in my life.
No matter who's sharing a story about Roy, they all have one thing in common. He made them happy. And this is why when Roy passed away, we knew we had to keep that energy alive and bring it back. It was important that we created something that was bigger, larger than life. We wanted people to feel like they were right there with him. There was no better way to do this than to build Roy his very own bronze statue. Coming up after the break, Roy's incredible statue is finally unveiled. It's Roy. So we're in the process of creating this really beautiful monument for Roy that's going to live outside the Chaos and Kindness store. And it's all bronzed. A bunch of fans came together, made generous donations to make this a reality. So there's a company in Utah that just rolled around at making bronze statues, and we've been getting some proofs here, taking a look at some things, and it's kind of the evolution of Roy. We wanted to make sure we had Roy's hat. He always had this hat on, as you can see in these pictures. He always had the hat on. So we want to make sure we convey that. And he had this Tommy Hilfiger jacket that we purchased for him that he picked out one time. I always got a kick out of that because he, out of all the jackets he could have picked, he picked this very, I don't know, just not what you expect an old man to have. This is kind of cool. These details are important, right? So we met Roy, he was always stealing candy, particularly peanut M&Ms. So we've put these M&Ms in here so that we're getting the artwork. Now my concern right now is that I feel like everything is on point except for his face. The smile is everything to me. I think the most important part of Roy is his smile. And we have to look at this and go, okay, I think he looks too youthful here. So I think maybe he's missing some stubbiness on the head, maybe some little stub. Have them bring this hat down. Dylan, I mean, you're an artist. This doesn't look like Roy's face, right?
You know, I've seen some of the pictures. The only thing, I find that I've like drawn him so many times, the corners of his mouth come right up to the bottom of where his cheekbone is. It's almost like there's at least like a crease there that makes his mouth look, it's almost like a perfect like half moon shape where it just comes right up. That's like a really striking feature he's got.
Getting Roy's statue exactly how we want it to capture that smile, that contagious smile that made all of us fall in love with him was so important. And it was a tedious mission that I was set out to accomplish. Wrinkles of forwards, give him some stub, make that smile a little wider.
He's definitely got a
Bring
little,
this thing down.
He tended to get the mustache going a little, so he's got
Yeah, get a little mustache in there. All that hard work paid off. After months of refining, making the details exactly how we wanted them, a big box showed up, and we knew exactly what should be in there. Anxiously, everybody stood by as we took the screws out of the box and slowly unveiled Roy.
Dear Lord, thank you for all of you guys being here to reveal Roy's new statue, and he was a good man, lovable guy. He made everybody laugh, and he was a very good guy.
We have a very special person in our group, Jimmy Love, who wanted to say something very sweet for Roy. And this event wouldn't be the same if he hadn't.
In the name of Jesus, amen.
Amen. All right.
We've all missed that ear-to-ear smile, that Tommy Hilfiger jacket, that flappy hat. But here it is, the moment we've been waiting for, to bring Roy back to life and bring his energy back to all of us who've missed it so much. I wasn't really quite sure what to expect for people as they watched Roy come out of that box. I wasn't sure what I was gonna feel, but it wasn't what I thought. It wasn't tears, it wasn't cheering, it was just silence as we all stared in awe at the incredible artwork that has now portrayed Roy exactly how we remember him. In just moments, the Roy statue would be put in place for people to sit next to, feel, and enjoy forever. I wasn't sure what to expect when Roy's statue arrived, but now seeing it under the sunlight, right where we wanted it, I was blown away. To capture that smile is very difficult. Millions of people have tried themselves, but Roy had a unique look, and that look was conveyed perfectly in bronze statue that will live on forever, and that fills my soul. Our relationship with Roy has been well documented. Many episodes of Chaos and Kindness have featured the most amazing man that we have met, our friend, someone who we grew really close to, someone who had a huge impact on us, and we love to tell his story through our eyes and our experiences. When Roy passed away, it was difficult for everyone in the Chaos and Kindness community. And it was important that we found a way to let his legacy live on. And we thought, a bronze statue, something that people could come sit next to. People that didn't know Roy's story could learn his story, and those who knew Roy's story best could relive it with him whenever they wanted to. There's been a lot of episodes that have featured Roy, and it was important to us that we finalize this chapter because his impact on us and you at home is immeasurable. So if you find yourself lost, you find yourself in New Hampshire, come for a ride up, sit next to Roy, tell him your stories, share your problems with him. I often did, and found a great deal of solace in doing that. So Roy, wherever you are, I hope you're looking down and you see the impact that you made on so many people. And remember, in a world full of chaos, it's important that all of us continue to show our kindness. Roy, Ryan, myself, Tony, the thousands of fans out there who came to fall in love with you, your passion, your smile, everything that made you great. You are very missed. You'll always be missed, but your legacy will continue. We'll make sure of that. Love you.
Love you. All right, buddy. Can you say to people at home, hi? Say hi.
Hi.
Say love you guys.
Hi.
Say love you. Say love you. Tell people you were born in Winnisquam.
One.
That's the worst one you've ever done.
Ed.
O.
Oh,
P.
2 years.
P.
2 years.
P.
Louis.
You were born 1941.
Right.
Yeah. In Winnisquam.
Really small.
Yeah. What's your name?
Really small.
Yeah!
Where are you from?
Running with this squam.
Yeah.
Nice. Dug it out.
What's today? What day is today?
Saturday.
Oh, whoa! Let's go. Amazing. Yeah, me too. Me too. I was like, anything.